How we doing, my friends? Florida History Hunter, and we're getting eaten alive back here. Stepped off for a little bit of a walk and I ended up ditching into the swamp here just off the St. Johns River, and we're under the new Highway 40 bridge. Out looking around, and I just found this cool old coffee cup. Look, it's mid-century modern. So I was just looking around out there and I heard something under my feet, and when I looked I saw a water moccasin making a mad dash away from me. Thank you. They're one of the few snakes that will actually charge. They have no fear. So I just wanted to step back here and be curious. Would have thought that there would have maybe been some artifacts back here. And there's a lot of stuff that's floated in from the storms as the waters retreated. There's also some building debris back here. Right there is his mother-in-law tongues. So at some point somebody might have had a dock back here. Yeah, well, I can guarantee you there's not going to be any parking down here. Piece of concrete with an iron post in it. Oop. Put the camera down so you can see what I'm talking about right there. And, looks like a well pipe right there. May very well be. That is, I thought it was styrofoam. It is styrofoam, like some fishing floats. Like some bait bar poison. Possums or raccoons or something. Dragged from the eatery bar across the street. Some elephant ear. I like elephant ear, especially when they get a chance to grow to the gigantic size like the ears of an elephant. Alright, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me for this short walk. There's a nice cypress tree right there. This is your Florida History Hunter. Click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thanks for watching. How you doing, my friends? Florida History Hunter. If you're just joining us, we're walking the swamp area just off of Old New York by the St. Johns River, and check out that cool large mason jar. Dump the water out of it here. So it's the Ball Perfect Mason. Nice one. So we're gonna bring it up into the swale and pick it up on the way back. So I think I'm going to be finding more stuff scattered down in here. Alright, so we're going to continue on our hike. Now this whole spot right through here pretty much stays flooded all the time. I gotta believe though that there's gonna be all kinds of bottles and stuff in there, because people have been driving down this road for over 125 years. This is actually the location of the original Hand Lake Brick Road. And I fill everybody in on a little secret. You could see the crack. That crack right there and this crack right here. You can see it more out that way. Out into there. So from there all the way across to here, that's still red brick underneath there. So they never actually dug them up. They just covered them over. All right, well we're gonna take a break, let the camera cool down. It's Florida History Hunter, and we're just on a walkabout today. And we're all in old New York, and you can envision back in the day there'd be trees real close on both sides, and a dirt path going up the middle here, leading to the river crossing. So thanks for watching. We'll be back shortly. How you doing? You're Florida History Hunter, and we're back. Just saw a pygmy rattler on the road. I think he got hit by a car, so it's not going to be attacking anybody. And that's your pygmy rattler, one of Florida's vipers. How we doing, folks? Florida History Hunter, and we're back. We're out here exploring a spot just off the St. Johns River, just off of Old New York, back in the woods, looking to see what can be seen. I just found a crossover right here. I want to come over here because I keep seeing stuff over there. There's part of an old TV picture tube. There's a small baby food jar. Tiny. A toilet. Some beer bottles. And it has gotten extremely hot again. Humid. I think it's a humidity issue today. See another fence post. Oh, yeah, look, it's a fence line. Another fence line. And that looks like part of a foundation. Possibly. Is it? Definitely cement. Look at that. A camping saw. It still opens and it still cuts. There's like a small island right here with a live oak. And then the land all drops off to muck right next to it. There's a live oak that fell. Mighty oak no more. Be a nice nest for a pygmy. A nice live oak there, and then some palm trees. Some more bottles right there in that little dip. Some other stuff out in there too. And the road makes a bend. The hard left starts heading to a nice sized live oak. In case you're just joining us, this is Florida History Hunter, and we're just out exploring, a little hiking today. And I just found a garbage dump. There we go. Starting to see tires. I'm starting to see bottles going back that way into the woods. I can't imagine I'm gonna load all this stuff in the back of my pickup truck or car. And then I'm gonna drive out in the woods. I'm gonna find this really nice, beautiful, majestic old live oak, and I'm gonna throw a bunch of garbage on the ground around the bottom of it. What were they thinking? Whoa, I don't think they were. You're absolutely right. Man, this is a bunch of like 80s and 90s garbage. Kind of bottles that would have styrofoam on them. Plastic oil jugs. More soda bottles. What's that? That is part of a serving dish or something. It's got a little bit of color on it. Nothing to be writing home about. And look, the trash continues. Baby food jars, wine jugs. We come to an opening. Small pile of beer bottles and a couple sodas. I'm getting brick debris. More bottles out there. Hey, my friends, we're back. How to let the camera cool off your Florida History Hunter. We're out hiking just east of the St. Johns River, south of Old New York. And we're back in the woods. A spot where someday they'll have houses here. And the way they're building, they're going to have to eventually end up out here too. Look. It's an anchor. Look, it's got the little rest right there for your ink pen. And what's that right there? Nothing. That's an old milk bottle. Beer bottles, beer bottles, beer bottles, and more beer bottles. Not that old. More cement debris. That's interesting. And then we hit midden. That's midden right there. Look at that. That's all Indian midden. Yep, good old midden. Another midden, small ridge right here. One up here. Lots of midden right here. You can see the snail shell. So for every shell you can attribute to a human being having picked this sucker up and sucking the snail out of its shell to eat it. That's why you see so many of them. When you get beachside, the snail shells are replaced with oyster on account of the abundance of oysters more on the east side of the county. Look at that bank of batteries. 12 batteries. I just found me a telephone company porcelain enamel bury cable sign. Got a farm tool right there, Galvo pipe, a running board plate for a vehicle, the bottom of an ACL Pepsi. Aluminum off that died. Part of a boat. Bottles. An effects pedal. Yeah. A Fender effects pedal. Yeah, the ant house. Bunch of small bottles right there, vegetable oil. And we're back to our first cut cross. A lot of moss growing in this part of the trail that one would normally see closer to the water. It's telling me that this is stays pretty damp. And actually screwed up, but I need to be on the other side of this fence. So we got the backtrack here. There we go. Deja vu. There's a big pile of bottles right here. Very 70s looking. Each one of these is like a little magnifying glass. Okay, getting down, getting dirty. Liquor bottle. Oh, look at that one. It's like a terrarium inside there. Return it to its position. That's, I think, instant coffee. There's another one. 1970s, late 70s maybe. Yeah, look at that stack of mushrooms. If you're a mushroom person, it's attracting all kinds of little flying insects. Anybody know mushrooms? Because I don't know mushrooms. I think the only thing I learned about mushrooms, if you eat it, you wake up in the morning, it was okay, and if you eat it and you don't wake up, chances are it was poison. Alright, well, we're back to the old road, old New York. In case you're just joining us, as your Florida History Hunter, and we're out exploring off Old New York and the St. Johns River. You gotta figure there's been tens of thousands of people have traveled this road in 125 years plus, actually, because the Indians would have been running through these woods before there was a road here. They might have had a trail. A lot of our roads are based on Indian trails and paths. But I think from here out to the river stays pretty much flooded most of the time. With a hurricane having passed recently and all the rain that we've had this season, the levels are up on the high side, but not to dramatic flood levels. Interesting, there's a square post right there. Wonder what that was about. Yeah, there was a second one. Would have been a gate, but who had property that's underwater? We might have put a sign out here too. Could have built a stilt house. And look, there's another one right there. So now I'm saying fence and gate. And at some point for extended amount of time, I'm guessing it probably did not get flooded. I do know that there's some midden right up around the curve coming up here that are submerged now that a couple hundred years ago were not underwater. Oh, a cool spot. I'm picking up river effect. Sort of the air coming off the rivers a wee bit cooler. There's another snake. It's like a garter snake or something. Now there's a spot here where there must have been a building right here, and then right here we're actually on the old DeLeon Road. You can see the red brick. And they lead right, you see, they lead right down to the river. You can see it right here. And then it's, of course, it's sunken in right here. But there's some more of the road right here, and then it just disappears. Nice quiet day on the river today. Got somebody living in a boat that floated up here. Now this area to this left side right here in front of us now, at certain times it'll be dry, and there's actually a midden that runs right off the edge of that road right there. So much garbage. And there's just so much debris in here right now. I'm not going to be able to point out any of the shell mounds. But it's there. I need to try to find my bottle.